Oh yes, I'm here for Foolery Friday. One more time. Oh yes, sit back, relax, unwind. What's my name? Oh yes, I'm here for Foolery Friday. One more time. Oh yes, sit back, relax, unwind. Let's get into it. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here for another Foolery Friday. And if you're wondering, for the ones who have not seen yet, yes, that is a new intro, honey. Now, I know there's some people that just watch Foolery Friday and they don't watch any of my other videos, so I got a new intro, y'all. Boy, oh boy, do we have some things to talk about this week. Now, I always get on here and I say my cousins or y'all's cousins, meaning cousins. They come in this type of color. But Wednesday, my Caucasian persuasion folks who look at my channel, honey, y'all's cousins cut a shine. Lord, did y'all cut a shine, honey. And guess what we did, my cousins? Honey, we sat back, relaxed, and unwound. Honey, we had a good old time watching your cousins cut up at the food. Because see, me and my cousins, it was none of our business. See, we were just minding our business, child. We just had some water. Some people had some, drinks. Some people had some snacks. And just sit back and watched. Enjoying themselves, honey. Now, let's just set the stage, shall we? Hope y'all doing all right this week. We have Donald Trump, who had a rally in Washington, D.C. And all kinds of folks came, honey. They came all over to this rally in Washington, D.C. Because, see, ever since Donald Trump has thrown a temper tantrum. Of course, he says that the election was rigged and, President-elect Biden, well, he's now president. He's not president. President Biden, bought votes and, certain states, didn't count the votes correct. I mean, it was a huge, huge mess. He's delusional, that Donald Trump. He even went to the Supreme Court and they said, boy, if you don't go somewhere and sit down, you're lost. Take it like a man and not a child. So he's been throwing temper tantrums here, there, everywhere. On social media, just talking and acting reckless. He's lost his mind, y'all. Completely lost his mind. So he's talking and acting reckless on social media. Twitter does shut him down. Facebook does shut him down. Everybody does shut him down because he is out here inciting people to do things that a president shouldn't do. But he did it because he threw a temper tantrum. So on this particular day, Wednesday, all these people come to support this man. All these right-wing extremists, survivalists. This is my America, anti-wearing mask fools. So they all came together. See, the gasoline has been poured. Gasoline has been poured. It's been poured for weeks. People have been pent up. These nuts. So Donald Trump took it upon himself to say something like, you know what? We all know who won the election. I won the election. We all know that the election was rigged. Now, since y'all are here in D.C., how about we just take a cute little stroll on over the Capitol Hill? Now, I don't want y'all doing nothing now. See, I don't want y'all to go beating on doors, breaking windows, assaulting officers. I don't want y'all to do that. See, we gonna walk together, because he said together. Arm in arm, singing Kumbaya, my Lord. But see, I don't want nothing to happen. See, the gasoline was already there. And he knew that the only thing he had to do was strike a match. And that's exactly what he did. He incited these people. He wanted them people to act a fool, to run amok. But was he down there? Because see, he said they was going to go together. No, they didn't go together, honey. He left. And these grown people busted down barricades, assaulted law enforcement, banging, knocking out windows, pushing, stealing, rioting. Okay? That's what they did. We all seen it. But see, what happened this past summer, for some reason, since it was a whole bunch of black folks, oh my God, we were animals, monkeys, low of the low, thugs, degenerates. That's what we were. But see, on Wednesday, they were protesters who had enough. Because this election was rigged. Not one time did Donald Trump, when this first started, say, now listen here now, this is getting out of hand. People was using the term protesters. Wrong. You are rioters and you were domestic teas. I can't say the word, y'all, but y'all know what it is. YouTube will get me. You acted a fool. Now, then there's some people that were saying, oh, well, they didn't burn the place down. Oh, no, they didn't burn the place down. They literally went in there and had people killed. 5 lives was lost. 5. In a federal building. Is that easy? Let's just bust down the barricade. Let's just assault law enforcement. Which, excuse me, hashtag Blue Lives Matter. Excuse me, it didn't matter on Wednesday. When you're up in their face, screaming, yelling, punching, spitting. Where's that hashtag Blue Lives Matter? You're trash. You're trash. And every single one of you that can be identified needs to go to prison. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because if it was us, when it was us, it was dogs, it was pepper spray, it was rubber bullets, none of that. It's absolutely a double standard. And if you don't like it, you have something wrong with you. If we were black. If they were black. We seen the photo of when it was a peaceful protest. They had armed people, honey. They were lined up. There's no way they was going to get through there. But on Wednesday, they didn't have no problem. On Wednesday, we had law enforcement taking selfies with these deranged, crazy, survivalist people. Selfies. Now, Officer Bob, the one that really, was out there in social media, honey child, when I tell you he lost his job, he lost his job before the end of the day. He was gone. But you're going to tell me that if it was black people, it would be the same thing. Lies. Now, we had some participants. Okay. We have Elizabeth. She's from Knoxville, Tennessee. Honey, she came all the way from Knoxville, Tennessee to go to this rally. To try to storm the Capitol. Honey, she said she didn't even get a foot in and she got blasted. Right down in the face, honey. All up in the face. She cries, snot fly. Now she's a meme. Elizabeth from Knoxville, Tennessee. You out here on TV, out here on the internet getting embarrassed. You're embarrassing yourself and your whole family. And when that man asked you what your name is and where you're from, you didn't even hesitate. Elizabeth from Knoxville, Tennessee. storm the Capitol. It's a revolution. Girl, if you don't go somewhere and pick them pinto beans out your teeth, what's wrong with you? Child, if I was kin to her, if I worked with her, if she has a job, if I worked, someone's telling me she's probably a cashier somewhere. If I worked with her, honey, the minute I see her, I would laugh right in her face. I'm like, look at you. Look at you everywhere, girl. Now, of course, the internet's done found out possibly where she lived. And honey, camera crews don't went everywhere. They went to the probably, allegedly town where she lived. And honey, they done talked to her neighbors. Her neighbor said, we don't know her. Her neighbor said, listen, this is a place where people move in and out all the time. Is that subsidized housing? Do you live in somebody's good old nasty trailer court, Elizabeth from Knoxville, Tennessee? You are a fool. And I hope on your way back home, if you drove, you run out of gas, and somebody, of color have to help you. You mess. Talking about a revolution. We have this genius. Not only did he stop, pose, and smile while holding Nancy Pelosi's podium. Okay? He did all that. Now, when someone asks me what white privilege is, I'll just direct them to Wednesday. I will direct them to him. This is white privilege all of it. If you want to know what the definition of white privilege is, that is. His name is Adam Johnson. He is a father of 5. And he lives in Parrish, Florida. Boy, I tell you Floridians, honey. There's something wrong with y'all. We're seeing some of y'all's water. Y'all just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, just knowing the inside of your jaw. Some of you, not all of you. He is a father of 5. He's 36 years old. And he can be looking up to 10 years in federal prison. Does this look like a man who's not a care in the word? Not a care in the word. Not a care in the world, honey. Now look at this fool. He's a real winner. His name is Richard Barnett. He's from Arkansas. And he says yes. He was at the rally. See, he out here doing tours. He done talked to news organizations. He says, yes, I went to the rally. Yes, I went to the Capitol. But see, what happened was I got shoved in. I didn't walk in. I got pushed in. I went in there. After I got pushed in, I realized I had to use the bathroom. This crooked mouth fool said that he went to go use the bathroom and got lost. And found Nancy Pelosi's office. Had a spell. His feet was hurt with all of the foolishness he was doing. Kicked his feet up. Now he said that he got, cut. And he got hurt when he got pushed into the Capitol building. See, he didn't walk in. And he said, while I was there, let me go to the bathroom. And he said that his blood got on a note of Nancy Pelosi's. But see, he ain't no thief. He left a quarter. I hope he tripped in all kinds of traffic. He's an idiot. But what does he do? He's taking pictures. He took a Nancy Pelosi letter showing it all over social media, and he has yet to be arrested. Because see, he didn't do no wrong. He left a quarter. He didn't steal. He got shoved. He didn't walk in, and he was just going to the bathroom. Boy, your head is full of rocks, and he needs to be arrested as well. Absolutely ridiculous and embarrassing. It's that easy. All these world leaders looking at the United States talking about what is going on. They called everybody they knew. They said, you see, have you of them world leaders was like, well, guess what, honey? It's that easy. You mean to tell me it's that easy to get into a federal building where senators and congressmen, people who make decisions for our country, it's that easy to get in and ain't nobody getting arrested? What is going on? It's that easy. Shameful. Absolutely shameful what happened Wednesday. Totally different than what happened this past summer. A man was killed in front of us. In front of us. But these people are throwing full-blown temper tantrums because Donald Trump lost the election. Because people, us, tired of it. Caucasian people, Hispanic people, Asian people, they were tired of Donald Trump telling lies. He didn't care anything about this country. It was awful. So, it was time for us to do something about it. So, we voted. And so did a lot of people. And he lost. And he can't take it because he's a child. Then here comes Georgia, honey. Georgia turned blue. Honey, y'all showed up and showed out. And now Georgia is now a Democratic state. Congratulations. Good for y'all, Georgians. Stacey Abrams, I don't know if you need to give somebody a special, award, but she need one. Because, honey, Stacey Abrams worked her butt off, as she should. And then you're going to have a full-blown temper tantrum. Wednesday was embarrassing of all sorts. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Fox News, all you Trump supporters talk about it was Antifa. Instead of y'all admitting that these crazy people did this, they were Trump supporters. Now it's out that they're Trump supporters. And then Donald Trump had to get on TV and say they will be found and they will be prosecuted. And now he's talking about everybody needs to work together. Yeah, because of what you did. You act like you didn't have no hand in this. Y'all, this man has lost his mind. I'm sorry. He has. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have spoke all I can speak about it. We now have a new president, Joe Biden, and we now have a new vice president, Kamala Harris. And that's that on that. That's it. And I hope they find everyone that was involved in this. And I hope they get prosecuted. And I hope they get thrown in jail. Because that's exactly what needs to happen. Let me catch my breath, y'all. Let's move on. Let's talk about Dr. Dre, child. Now, I have held off talking about Dr. Dre and his soon-to-be ex-wife divorce drama. Because, honey, it was too much for me to keep up. Okay? His wife's name is Nicole Young, and they have been battling. I mean battling. This money, that amount of money, royalties, all this. It has been going on for a long time. We have seen it in so many social media outlets. They are going at it. Well, Dr. Dre, he suffered an aneurysm. Okay? An aneurysm. He got, took to the hospital. He's doing, fine now. He was in ICU. And a lot of people, not me, I don't know what was the cause of it. But of course, people are going to speculate that it was stress caused by the, fight that he's been doing with his, soon-to-be ex-wife, Nicole Young. I don't know. But honey, a lot's been going on with that Nicole Young and Dr. Dre. So he suffered an aneurysm. Now, while he was at the hospital, his house was attempted to get broken into. While he was at the hospital. See, they knew he'll be gone because it was all over social media. Oh, Dr. Dre ain't here. Okay, well, let's just go to this house. So they attempted to break into Dr. Dre's home. Do you want to know why? Well, allegedly, they found out that he has millions of dollars in his house. Who said that, y'all? Who said that Dr. Dre had a whole bunch of money in his house? Nicole Young? I tell you, when it comes to money and power, I don't care how much, you love somebody, how long you've been married. When money is involved and it's time for a divorce, oh my God. Let the blading, the backstabbing begin, honey. Just cutting out pieces of skin. Awful. Now, Dr. Dre, he says that he is willing to pay Nicole Young, estranged wife, $2 million in temporary spousal support. What do y'all think about this story? It's awful. And it has been dragged on for so long. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Child, what do y'all think about it? Again, Dr. Dre, he's doing fine. He's getting better, so they need to end it. They need to end it. Enough is enough. Okay? Let's move on. Let's talk about Kanye and Kim Kardashian. Apparently they get a divorce. Who didn't see that coming? We already knew that. They've been separated. They have not stayed in the same house in forever. So this is no surprise that they are now getting a divorce. Kanye has been cutting the shine for a good 2 years. He has said out his own mouth that he don't take his medication because it blocks his creative juices. We have seen him go on Twitterets for hours and hours just talking nonsense. He has ran for president of the United States. Whole states have blocked him from the ballot. We've seen him have a church coat. Excuse me, Lord, church. And now Kim has, had all she could have, child. And now they're saying that divorce is in process. She is done. Okay. And they got what, 4 kids? Don't they have 4 kids? And was it 2 or 3 from surrogate? Child, a mess. They got what? What's that baby's name? What is it? North, Psalm, Saint. Is the other one's name West? What's that other one's name, y'all? Equilibrium. What's the name, child? Calculation. What's that child's name? What's the other one's name? Circumference. Child, y'all ain't gonna come for me. Y'all ain't gonna come for me. Let me look up that baby's name, child. Let me look up that baby's name. North, south, east, west. What's that baby's name? Jehovah. What's that child's name? Wait a minute, y'all. Let me look it up. Okay, these are the Chicago. That's the baby's name. Chicago, North, Saint, and Psalm. Y'all, it's time for them to get a divorce. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I just know that it's been a mess for many years. Okay, and you cannot tell me that that they've been happy. There's no way. No way. But anyway, move on with your lives, y'all, too. I wish y'all well, and let's move on. All right, now in my final story, the Verzuz between Keisha Cole and Ashanti has been canceled again, or postponed, or whatever you want to call it. Now, we know it got postponed the first times because Ashanti got the C-19. Well, now, this is what Verzuz put out. This is what they said about it, y'all. Now, this is what Verzuz says. This has been an emotional week. In addition, as C-19 numbers continue to increase, safety is a top priority for us. As much as we enjoy having everyone together in the same room to protect the artists and everyone who works with us in putting the show together, we'll be going back to separate locations for a bit. We're excited for the next few events and look forward to getting back to the show in the coming weeks. Ashanti versus Keisha Cole coming soon. Now, they just put this out today. It's supposed to have been tomorrow. The Verzuz battle is supposed to have been tomorrow. Why can't they still do it? I don't understand why they can't still do the Verzuz, because how Verzuz originated was they were in separate places because of C-19, because people was bored. And so they start battling. But now, all of a sudden, everybody has to get all glammed up. Everybody got to be in the same room. Everybody got to be talking to each other. They can still do the Verzuz, you know, via whatever. The technology isn't crazy. The technology is crazy in 2021. They stay on Instagram Live as it is. This is ridiculous. So anyway, y'all, I guess Ashanti and Keisha Cole is postponed again. Y'all, I'm over it now. I'm over it. Okay? I am over it. Are y'all over it? Child, I'm done. So, anyway, that's it, y'all. That's all I can give. Alright? I hope y'all have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. And stay safe. Y'all know what to do. Leave your comments down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe